who picks what and how. But yeah, I do agree with you, Ajax. Stages are certainly going to play a huge factor here into this match. Wow. You know, look, I'm gonna be real. The B button's about to get pressed. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
The B button, that red button, depending on whatever controller you got, that B button is going to get wore the hell out here in this game. Final game right here of the night, friends. Dom, Kiyarash, you already know the resume. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, it's all about it's the big game of keep away versus the guy who wants to sneak in and just get that kill off of one interaction. Luigi is going to need to capitalize big whenever you actually get by Richter. It's going to be a very hard thing to do. Shouts to the tag for Lord Sonic's talking about the B button. Sonic also one of those characters that does that very well. But this one here, actually both of them pretty much. Just press B coming in for Richter's tag too. This is going to be a pretty good one, especially if you get good ledge traps like this out of Dom.
Yeah, I mean, that holy water at the ledge just seems to be a bit of a thorn right there for Luigi. I mean, really force him not to go for the neutral get up anymore, which is what he probably is looking for. Not wanting to jump either, because the minute you jump over, you already know what's coming. It's either going to be forward air, back air, or literally anything that has to do with that damn whip in Richter's hand. So you're going to have to try to mix it up here at the ledge because, yeah, oh, look at the micro spacing. So I forget that he can certainly crawl for sure. Watch yourself.
This is such a scary spot for Luigi because of that. The option coverage. Luigi has terrible get-off ledge options outside of going for something like a tornado. And Richter doesn't commit to anything. You stay at ledge. You're not going to deal with the tornado. But down throw to nothing. Okay. trying to maybe get a mix-up off stage here with the forward air, but that was a missed opportunity to possibly get maybe a down throw back here. Right now, Kiyarash trying to close it out at the ledge, which he does.
Yes, the parry game is just so dominant. And yeah, I get it. You know, Dom is like, I'm kind of caught in this corner. Let me land with Nair. Nair's a multi-hitting attack. He's looking to put some percent on. There's no way he's going to hit me. Parry up smash has certainly been literally in the back of Kiyarash's hit for the majority of the evening. He has landed that pretty much on everybody that he's went against today. You got to watch yourself in that corner. Speaking of watching yourself, Dom took just a considerable amount of percent right there. This is not looking good.
Oh, and trying to read the aggressive down air maybe out of Dom with that up smash on the bottom. But you see Dom is trying to play around the down Bs a lot. I like the attempt at the roll read in there. You know, it's kind of scary. Going for a misfire, but missing out. The reversal up B, not enough to do it off the top. That will do it, though. That up smash very strong, especially when you get caught on the ledge like that.
Yes, knowing the terrain is certainly like just... I don't know how much of a percent that plays into the match, but when it comes to a character like Richter who needs setups, you know what I'm saying? I don't got moves I can toss out willy-nilly. It certainly matters that much more, and I love that. We did see him attempt to go for that just a little bit earlier in some of the previous sets. You know, get that holy water and then try to interact with it, whether you're on the platform or right up underneath it properly enough, but was able to find that opening right there. Yes, another up special out of shield. You're not the only one that needs to use this thing up close, my friend.
The up B is such a good option to just check people. You know, you need it as Richter. You want to keep people out majority of the time. You need an option that's going to allow you to check someone who's trying to pressure you too much. But this is exactly why this matchup can be very difficult for Luigi. You see how hard it is for him to get in. Granted, all you need is one hit and you go straight to 90 like we saw at the beginning of the last stock. Much like right now, not going to get, oh, doesn't get the run up, the full charge there from the forward smash, but it wasn't the sweet spot rod, so he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive, but for how much longer? I mean, Dom just seems to be in complete control of every point in time in the match. Yes, throws the cross one direction, back here on the opposite side for the coverage. Dom looking damn good, looking dominant, might I say.
Get an eye patch for Luigi, man. Like, that was straight up in his eye. That was so on target, catching him on the jump away. And that just comes back to that thing we said before where Luigi doesn't have the best get-off ledge options. So it's good against other characters with using Tornado to, you know, kind of get someone who's hanging out by ledge too much. Or you can maybe rise with a forward air and drop with a plunger to kind of back someone off. What does that mean to Holy Water, a cross coming back at you, and somebody who's 2 character lengths away smacking a whip towards your face? There's nothing you can do. So Dom has been capitalizing big at ledge. We need to see Kiyarash get those big capitalizations like we saw before, and intentionally counter-picking here to FD is one of the most confusing things that I'm going to see so far in the set.
I knew it was coming. I just wanted to, I didn't want to guess on like who was going to pick what and how and why, but I knew this stage was coming for sure. I just didn't know like who was going to want it more. Yeah, very strange here for both of these two. Obviously no platforms, of course, to hide on. Landing just became that much more difficult literally for both sides, but as you can see right now, it doesn't seem like either side really cares much about it. There is a task in hand, and that is destruction, my friends. Yes, the down smash at the ledge is going to shut it down. Dom going up very early, only 58%, and feeling pretty goddamn good about it.
just so little you can do there. And I get kind of why Kiyarash came here, because you talked about it before. Landing options are completely gone for Richter as well. It's not easy to get away. But you also have to navigate this, all of this, almost catching the downer. That would have definitely bounced into the cross, but does not get anything, and it's going to be Kiyarash to capitalize big. He pulls that stock out.
That's right. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide when there are no platforms. My God, yes. Okay, gets both hits of that, force him into the corner, and the holy water. I love that. You know, you talked about it very thoroughly before we jumped on, but friends, I don't think you understand how important it is. Luigi hanging at the ledge. It's not enough to go off stage and get him, pin his ass down at the ledge. And when you have the toolkit of a Belmont, like, it's so easy of a task. I mean, of course, you do have to space, you know, holy water properly enough that way it lands right at the ledge, and obviously you don't throw it over. But once you get that mastered, Luigi has to respect you.
Yeah, absolutely. There's not much you can do. And now stuck there again. Kiyarash had such a good stock going for a second there. Only 47% was actually getting hit. But now you're just getting mixed up again at the ledge. Have to deal with the axe, beating out the Nair. Gonna cover him on the Luigi Tornado. Goes for the beer reverse on that too. He still got his jump. But for how much longer, Rod? I don't know. Trying to get, he gets the throw too, puts him right back off. You gotta do it again.
You gotta do it again. Gotta rinse and repeat. No F smash for you, but that's okay because he was still in the air dodge animation. No real punish. And yes, Dom trying to find that bit of space between him and Kiyarash. Kiyarash, of course, is being relentless. No up smash. I think that's what he thought was coming. Back air. That's right, off stage. But for how? I mean, what's he going to turn it into? You know, the great thing about the Belmonts is that they don't stay off stage for too long. You know, most characters have like a certain time window that they can be off stage before they come back. The Belmonts has to be a fraction of whatever it is naturally.
Absolutely. Oh, actually, that was such good object coverage. Going in for the back air if you maybe tried to jump from ledge, and then the plunger coming in to get the hit anyway, sniping the jump. So this is still doable. Kiyarash gets the throw. He could possibly steal the game. He doesn't run off, though. We saw that before. He missed out, and that's going to be another one that was dropped. But that time, it's actually going to cost him the game.
That's right. This is one of those moments, bro, where, like, when you're Luigi, you have to make literally every conversion count. Because you have to tell yourself that there's going to be points and times in this matchup where I'm just not going to be able to get in, okay? And this isn't like Luigi DDD or something crazy like that, where like at the end of the day, DDD still a big ass target. I can still smack around a little bit, whatever. I can interact and, you know, use the Gordos to knock them back. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, there are projectiles being thrown, but these projectiles hurt. You know, even when they don't put on like a bunch of percent, what they do to Luigi in the matchup, what they do to him situationally, is certainly very telling.
I want to point out real quick that active 2020 thing. What was the thing we said way back when Sen and Larry were playing? Having that history, being somebody who's been around for a bit and understands tournament pressure that can happen, that could be a big part of why we're seeing those whipped up beats. Might get a little bit of nerfs going in there and accidentally dropping it. He's been playing well so far against everybody, but this bad matchup here in the Richter play and Dom playing it perfectly is really starting to break what has been an absolutely dominant Kiyarash all night.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, still 0% on the board here. Obviously, this is not a 0 to death because we've reset the neutral here a couple times, but still, as dominant as, you know, Kiyarash has been, you just got to move around, you know, just the greatness that is Dom, and Dom is just not having any of it, letting him know this is my stage, good sir. Okay, a little percent here on the board, 45 seconds into the game, took him long enough. Better late than never. Never late is also better as well.
That was one whiff air dodge and he went to 72%. And now he might end up dying. Yeah, what an amazing conversion from Kiyarash. It was literally one defensive mishap from Dom and he capitalized and forced it into a kill.
That's right. It's, wow. I mean, it's kind of the duality of playing a character like Luigi, the double-edged blade of when you're doing well versus him versus when you're not doing well. When you're doing well versus him, Luigi feels like he just can't do anything. But when Luigi's doing well versus you, you are in for you're in for a world of hurt.
Absolutely. The reward on hit that Luigi gets is insane. And 181% right now. You're Kiyarash, you're feeling good, but you're probably dead within a second. There it is.
That's right. Turnaround F tilt for your troubles is going to close it out. Okay. With that in mind, Kiyarash is going to have to play this one very carefully. Yes, you are on tournament point right here for this final block here. And because of that, you know, you have to just make sure you're playing as safely as possible. There's that dash attack that we talked about before. Got a lot off of that in some of the earlier games. Not quite as much here versus Luigi. Obviously, Luigi's waiting for something like that, an overextension. That way they can run up, catch you. Even if you get a little too far away, they got quite the range on that grab to just make some greatness happen for themselves.
In this game right here too really exemplifies a big thing we see in fighting games overall, right? Like something we've seen in history throughout something like Street Fighter. The Dawson the Dawson versus the grappler. Keeping away, making sure you keep somebody from getting that big reward on hit. Like so, going for the cross-up fair actually to get themselves their own ledge trap here. Down tilt, very good. Can Dom get by it? It's actually kind of getting beat up a bit here.
Oh, okay. Look at, oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, he was definitely getting beat up. Oh my God. Wow. I mean, just a lot off of that interaction there in that short period of time. But regardless, no matter which way we spin it, no matter which way we telegraph it, I mean, it just results in just absolute death. Falling there, back air. And I mean, unfortunately, it's just not stopping. A big old read.
Yeah, looking really hard for that one. That probably would have sealed the deal there too. But Alpha Stock still have the opportunity to go for it. The roll on and actually getting out of that down smash somehow. But this is pretty much Kiyarash's game to kind of throw with the way he's playing so far. He's doing a really good job of keeping Dom out. Does get absolutely smacked in the ass though, going for the dash attack action, giving himself a free whiff punish. And now Dom has a chance to possibly still take this with 3-0, which will matter a lot because we were talking about the seeding before. This could still possibly be, maybe with the tiebreakers, Dom taking first seed, not sure yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just all going to play out, especially with how these last couple interactions are going to unfold. I mean, as you can see right now, Kiyarash is doing the Luigi special, just kind of running up, not doing anything, waiting for you to whiff something, and then boom, there's the up special. But in this case, actually the opposite direction. The down special is what gets Dom off of their feet. And Dom really trying to chisel their way back into this, catches the air dodge, no platforms, really utilizing the, oh my God, really utilizing the fact that there are no platforms and just using the terrain to his advantage. The back air is going to shut it down. Kiyarash is still in this.
I have no idea how that up smash missed. That was frames away from getting the hit. Probably wouldn't have killed, but that is a super strong move. That is Kiyarash, though, getting himself surrounded. I'm pretty sure that solidifies the fact that he's good at, even if he drops this, probably walk away with first seed, because I think other than actually, he was the only one who hadn't dropped the game yet. So that could have possibly netted him the first seed going into the next day. But we talked about it before. Getting that W matters so much going into day 2, because you need to make sure that you have that confidence knowing I walked away with that 3-0 in my pool, and I'm ready to dominate everybody I see tomorrow trying to qualify for top 6.
Yeah, I mean, but it's really going to come down to how much you want it. I mean, I feel like nobody wants it more right now than Kiyarash. Dom, of course, playing very, very well, but I can certainly see it in Kiyarash's face that he is really trying to make a big comeback for himself. It's tough. Again, living up to the Luigi Classic, like this is the only character I'm playing. I don't have a secondary. You know, when you play somebody like Luigi, there are, I mean, just looking at the resume of the character, you know, there aren't very many representatives, but it goes to show that if played properly enough, you don't really need a secondary. I do feel like in this matchup here, it wouldn't have hurt in some of those early games just to try something a little different if you had it. But with that being said, Kiyarash find that opening very quickly. There's the up special. Dom getting sent sky high, doing what Dracula cannot do, and that's getting rid of Richter.
Oh my God. You know what? I mean, you were talking about it before. Very few representatives of the character, and they're strong at that, the few that are around, and that's the reason why. Capitalizing big on conversions, much like this one, going straight to 78, catching him at the ledge, forcing the air dodge, and converting off the up tilt to the up B. We're seeing a speed run any percent here. World record attempt to try and take Dom out.
There it is, Ajax. World Tour stocks done quick here this fall, and it is certainly happening right now. Kiyarash is just playing with a new deck of cards. I mean, he just knows exactly where he needs to convert, and Dom unfortunately just not with the answers right now. Sway dash attack off the ledge. Yes, the grab is just enough as it falls off the ledge of the stage to get under Dom's skin. Now, as much as we talked about earlier, the importance of holy water and axe at the ledge versus Luigi, I mean, we didn't really talk a lot about down tilt at the ledge. Forwarder when, you know, Dom tries to come back on. You know, the tether, you know, all of that stuff playing into effect here versus Richter.
Yeah, and it seems like Dom is starting to get a few hits here and there, but you're absolutely right. The control at the ledge, we talked about the dominance of Richter, but Luigi has that too. Misfire, all right, you know what? When plot armor is starting to show up, it shows up big. That misfire coming in to keep him away from possibly taking what could have been a good ledge trap there from Dom, but the dash attack could have put him deep off stage again. High recovery. It's just Kiyarash's game to throw away here. That's pretty much like, not even to lose, like you have to somehow make this end. Down throw to down B should end up taking it out. The eye check, good. He's gonna pass the test.
That's right, pass the test, excuse me, but for how much longer is the real question, because Kiyarash, I mean, I'd like to say that they won't find another opportunity for that, but with how great that they're playing, who really knows? F tilt though is gonna do it again. being able to use attacks that are just multiple character lengths away from Luigi is something that he is just not the biggest fan of. But let me tell you something that Luigi is the biggest fan of, and that's tossing out that damn up smash. That's going to shut it down. Game number 5, we finally got one for literally all of our blocks. I don't think we had any game 5s between both of our shifts today.
I can't recall one, to be honest. Everything has just been a wash and a handshake, but right now, Kiyarash getting himself on the board here again and continuing to move forward. And it was a dominant game 4. One of the things that was very obvious in that game was how often Dom decided to attack out of disadvantage. He kept throwing crosses on landing, he kept going for nairs on landing, and when you start getting way too obvious on landing against Luigi, he gets to get his big openers, much like right now, which could possibly be a first stock. That's not with the run up. That already a big capitalization. And no matter which way you look at it, it's in the game and you got to use it while you can. That's a stock going in favor of Kiyarash.
I mean, if you don't use it, you're certainly going to lose it because trust me, Kiyarash certainly needs to be tossing out these up specials right here the way he has been. We need to see a few more, of course, to get this set back into their favor. But like I said, Kiyarash looked like he tapped into some different energy right there. Excuse me, after that game before. And it's certainly being applied here thoroughly. Dom has to play the game of their life right now. I mean, let's just call it for what it is. I mean, yes, they've played very well, but you're going to have to play better than well right now.
Exactly, because the thing that was working for Dom before was he prevented Kiyarash from playing the game. Now Kiyarash preventing Dom from ever existing on stage. Every single time Kiyarash gets a hit, he's capitalizing big, trying to once again to tell everybody, I'm the future of Smash, and I'm trying to be the NA West champion. And this is a good way to try to do it after already establishing big. Dom takes the first seed.
No.
Not on the KO somehow, but it is still looking very much like it's his game.
Now you. Okay, all right, buddy. You got a little too much dip on your chip right there, but I do like the attempt, and good lord, would that have made for a crazy clip right there on the internet. But yes, that's not going to be enough to do it right now. I mean, you know, we talked about it. You know, the importance of just making sure you make every conversion matter with Kiyarash because of how much they struggle to get in on Dom, and he's certainly living up to those expectations. There's the up smash, like I said before. Kiyarash is doing it the right way, shutting it down right there on Dom. Wow, in a reverse 3-0. Who would have thought?
Not a cool, calm, and collected at him.